one more time. One more. I kid. Look at you. Looking nice. You're looking like a delectable treat that I just want to have. You just make me want to whisper in your ears at night. Oh wait, that sounds creepy. You just make me want to give you like, you know, a lot. Not at the bed this time, because I wanna rant. Now, you look good. I guys doing good, you're doing great, you're doing swell, because I am, and I hope you too. Mind that awkward pause. I was just gathering my thoughts. Mind me that I was just gathering my thoughts, because the reason why I need to gather my thoughts is because I have a lot to talk about. I have a lot to throw out. I have a lot of words that need to be spoken of. Yes, it's another of those sessions. But anyway, aside that past, what I'm gonna say at this moment, listen carefully. Some of us will feel something, but it's just my own conclusion. This is just my own thoughts, okay? This has nothing to do. This is not backed by any facts. This is just nonsense that spews out my mouth. Now, number one being is Michael Jackson was a serious cheat. Yes, Michael Jackson was a cheater. Michael Jackson loved his side chicks. Mind you, let me just put that also. He loved his side chicks, but he was a cheat. Because the reason why I came to this conclusion is because I have been listening to a lot of Michael Jackson, and specifically, there's this album known as Dangerous that stood out most to me. I had the thought, but it wasn't really backed by anything. But this Dangerous album backs the thought. Reason why I say that is because in this album, it was stating, or he was just he was just telling us about his side chick that he loved dearly, that was dangerous. Besides Heal the World, it was in the song, but the rest of the songs were just him telling us, my guy, I fell in love with this woman. She was bad news, but I loved her. Type shit. The reason why I say because backed by these thoughts, right, is because these three songs that stood out to me. The reason why I say is these three songs specifically stood out to me in the album. Number one being Keep It in the Closet. The title says a lot. Okay, with my big age ears, I listened to this with my big age ears. I listened to this as a child. I didn't get it. I just was him, moonwalking, and loving it. But now with my big age ears, I kind of deep what the man was saying. So in the Keep It in the Closet states, whatever I say here, whatever I do here, is gonna kept in the closet. That also gave me the reinforcement that Michael Jackson was a freaky guy. Is there anything wrong with that? No. As long as you don't touch Diddy levels of freak, being a freaky person is nothing wrong with it. Nothing at all. But anyway, we'll discuss about that very later, but on this video. I'll give also a deeper dive on what I'm saying in another video because I have a lot to say, so I don't want to waste your time. But in the album, Mando was speaking, or this song specifically, was saying whatever I do, keep it in the closet, stating that this relationship should not happen. But I want you, so let's get doing it. You get me? Next song being Who Is It? Why do I say this song specifically? Well, because the man fell in love with his side chick and he wondered who was clapping her cheeks. That's all. He was curious about who's giving her these back shots. He was just curious on who's letting her grip the sheets. It hurts knowing that another man is touching your thing. So even though you should not concern himself over her, but because she got her fingers wrapped around him, he was dreadful. Because if you have seen the music video, that also shows it. He was looking for her, confused, spending a lot of money. It was a helicopter. It was a whole movie. You get me? And it also really showed us that this man was deeply in love with her. Because he asked, was it my brother? Was it my friend? Was it my brother? We told each other that we're gonna be forever. Which was a lie. He knew it was a lie, but because he was so head over heels for her, that he believed it. Yeah, and the last song that I'm speaking about is the Dangerous song. The last song in the album, known as Dangerous, explains to us that Mandem, how he met this dangerous woman. He knew from the get-go she was bad news, but he just couldn't help himself. Oh, sorry, it's been a long day and all that. But like he just couldn't help himself. He couldn't. But here's the thing, like it says, boom is nice, but it's so dangerous, guys. Home is danger. It's a nice place, but please keep awake. Because when you drown in that ocean, I might not even have the hand to save you. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. We'll do a deeper dive later on, because I have a lot to say. Next thing is going to be talking about is day and age, June the 17th. Yes, June the 17th. The day of this day. It's brought to my attention that the universe is playing games with me. No. Why as I am being adult, a lot of things is happening. Why me? Why me at this big age of mine? I lived on this earth for 2 decades. And within that time, I have suffered enough. Well, I wouldn't say I suffered. I practically enjoyed majority of those times in history. But generally speaking, if you think about it, I kind of have, I'm not going to get into that. What I'm saying is, I have gone through enough. Okay? I have gone through enough. Recessions, the biggest disappointment in my life. While I was being 5, I should have been buying houses. I don't care. That's like the biggest disappointment I had for me. Because when the prices for me buying houses was there, I was not thinking. I was just being 5. That pisses me off. Then I had 2012. Remember back in the day when they said the world's gonna end? Yeah, I had those days. Deep that. Then Ebola. Fuck. Yo, Ebola. Hi guys. Hi. I've been through enough. Remember when Ebola was like the peak of I've been through enough. And let's get started. COVID-19. Frankly, I enjoyed COVID-19. I know it has impacted us negatively. Because we were all locked down, isolated from human society. But me being a homebody, aka known as an introvert, that was the best time of my life. I know I should have been doing a lot more. I should have actually did a lot more of my time, because I was so absorbed with the enjoyment that I had. I did not care. Now it kind of affects me. Let's be honest. It has now affected me. Not negatively, but it has affected me now. Side-ish way. But I enjoyed that time. Horrible time. We came through that. We survived COVID-19. But now we're heading into a time that frankly should not affect us. Well, me specifically shouldn't affect me, because I'm not in the world like that. You get me? I just stepped in, so it can't affect me like that, but it's gonna affect me one way or another. This is gonna financially affect me, socially affect me. I don't know what's gonna happen, but the way things are looking. Why are we having discussion of World War III? Why are we having discussions of World War III? Iran. Do I blame them? Of course not. I don't blame them. I don't blame them. I do the same. Testing. Why are you testing their patience? Now look at you lot. Hold on. But now look at you lot. Look at you. Now look at you. Bombs everywhere. The tweets are funny. Look at it. Just those tweets are funny. And us as a generation cannot take anything serious. Can I blame us? No, we've been through enough. That's why I'm getting at. The point I'm making of the specific segment is that yes, there's a lot of negative happening. Like there's so much negative that it's difficult to find any positive in whatever we do. I'm just saying, like as a whole, what I'm saying is that it's so difficult to find any positive because of all these events. But I do find the way of cope is how we do it. These jokes, this unserious behavior towards anything is the only way we could cope. as a whole. I'm speaking as a whole. Like that's the only way as a whole we can cope. But at the end of the day, to be serious is, well, we have to understand like this would heavily affect a lot of us if it escalates any further than it has already have. You get me? And the problem I'm having is that we can't really blame us like it's our fault because we have no power. You know, we have to blame these world leaders behaving like kids, behaving childish. People used to say like, "Oh, Gen Z, if they had this thing, this is gonna happen." Clearly knows these old people with these childish tantrums. You get me? Bombing other people, that's a problem. But the way of resolving conflict, like blowing up something just to resolve conflict, is dumb. Is dumb. And also, you lot, stand up for yourself. Like, why would you listen to a leader to do that? Why? Why? Why are you listening to such a fool? Why? Are you scared of jail? I'll also be, but I don't mean you could just quit your job. You could just quit your job, because if your job is leading you to kill innocents, leave. Why you be in the toxic like I said, why are you in that toxic environment, dog? Why, big man? You don't need to be there. And also, the West involving itself in the Easterners' problem is mad. I can't say anything about that because our world leader will do the same thing. I feel like the South, how far we are, wanna involve ourselves in the East. Like, my brother, leave us. We cannot go, and the idea of drafting me is not looking good. I don't care. I'm not going. That's all I have to say about that. I'm not going. But like, I have ranted a lot. Like, allow me to express my emotions towards this, because I like to speak further on this, but because I don't want to hold y'all, like hostage. You get me? That's my cup of tea. I just have to end it off by saying is that a lot of negative has deeply affected us very far, but we cannot allow this to dictate moving forward. That's what I have to say. We cannot allow any of these antics that these old people are doing to dictate moving forward. And also, let us contribute more to the jokes. Innocent lives are being ruined. But let us contribute to at least putting a smile on someone's face. You get me? Let's just do that. Let's do that, okay? But anyway, that's what I have to say about the video. If you like it, comment me your thoughts. Comment me any points that I could have did or talk about, and I will add it later on into coming videos. And if you fucks with me, which you probably do, that's why you're seeing this, you can hit the subscribe button. And please do forgive me for not putting a lot more daggers to it, because I'll be honest with you, I am tired. But because I love what I do, I will do it while I'm tired, and because I like you. I like you. But anyway, enjoy the rest of the evening, days, whenever you see this, just enjoy. Peace. Every time. Aww.